Now that the holidays are over and we're done eating turkey and ham, Dana and I are ready to eat one of our favorite hearty meals, lasagna. So today, I'll be sharing how I make a simple lasagna with a few tips on how you can make it your own. Don't go away.
Rose-colored glasses, take one.
Hi, I'm Dana.
And I'm Angel.
And you're watching Rose-Colored Glasses with Lord and Lady Logan.
In a world where people are quick to talk about the things they dislike, we want to keep it positive. So we'll be individually and collectively telling you about all the things we do like.
We hope you enjoy the show.
And if you do, please hit the subscribe button, tell your friends, and come back again. Hi everyone, I'm Angel Logan and thank you for joining me today on Rose Colored Glasses with Lord and Lady Logan. If you're new to our channel and you want to watch some of our previous shows, or you're a current subscriber trying to catch up on episodes that you've missed, you can search us on YouTube by typing at rosecoloredglasses-Logan, going to the hashtag rosecoloredglasses, or type the following web address into your browser, youtube.com/@rosecoloredglasses-Logan. So much money is spent during the holiday season, from gifts and decor to tasty treats and meals. So now that we're well into the chilly month of January, I think that many people are looking for some hearty food options that will be yummy, serve the entire family, and won't break the bank. I think that lasagna is the ideal option. First, because Dana and I absolutely love it, but also because you can make enough to feed a household or even a small gathering. You can freeze some to have another time, and it is delicious. The best part is that despite how high grocery prices are these days, this is still a very affordable meal to make. Some serious cooks will do everything from scratch by making homemade pasta and marinara sauce, which is probably the best way to enjoy lasagna. However, many of us have crazy busy work schedules, and there are just not enough hours in the day to do everything from scratch. So, if that's the case, there's nothing wrong with purchasing boxed lasagna noodles and your favorite jar of marinara sauce to make your meal in a timely manner. Plus, you'll need a pound of ground beef, a 32-ounce container of ricotta, a 16-ounce package of shredded mozzarella cheese, some extra virgin olive oil, 2 eggs, and a clove of garlic. I usually keep a jar of minced garlic in the refrigerator. It lasts longer and it's much easier to use. I like to use grated cheese, basil, parsley, and oregano seasoning, salt, pepper, and that's about it. If you prefer a meatless lasagna, then you can skip the ground beef, or you can get creative with other options like sausage or ground turkey. I like to get 2 boxes of lasagna noodles to have enough for 3 layers and the top layer of noodles. Plus, I'll have extra in case some are broken in the box, or if some of the noodles tear while cooking. But you can make a 2-layer lasagna with only 1 box. And if you want to save even more cooking time, you can purchase the no-boil style lasagna noodles, which are designed to go straight into the oven. It's all a matter of personal preference. Dana and I like the kind that you boil first with a curly edge, because it looks kind of cool. Now make sure that you have a 9x13 by 2 inch baking pan, and if you don't, you can get an inexpensive aluminum one at the supermarket. So, I'm going to tell you the steps to make your lasagna along with an easy accompaniment, and later in this episode, I'll share a way to make the perfect portion size for your household. Dana and I believe the perfect thing to have with your lasagna is some garlic bread. So when you're shopping for your lasagna ingredients, you might want to pick up a loaf or baguette of French bread and some butter. You can also use olive oil instead of butter if you prefer it. And you can use regular bread that you already have in your house instead of French bread, whatever works for you. All you have to do is combine softened butter or olive oil with some minced garlic and parsley seasoning. Cut the baguette into small slices about 1 inch each. If you cut on the angle, the slices look kind of cool for presentation. Spread your garlic mix on each slice, add a little parsley or basil on top, and it's ready to go. You can always add a little shredded cheese on top of each slice if cheesy garlic bread is something that you really enjoy. You can either bake it at 350 degrees or toast in the toaster oven until it gets a nice golden brown on top. I usually put the slices in our toaster oven. But before you bake or toast your garlic bread, cover it and put it aside until your lasagna is done cooking. I like to have it prepared ahead of time to pop into the toaster oven because it takes only a few minutes to toast your bread and it'll be done when your lasagna is ready to serve. The key to lasagna are the layers. So we're going to prepare each of the layers before we assemble the lasagna. First, boil your lasagna noodles in a large pot of water with a little added salt. Skip this step if you're using no-boil lasagna noodles. While your noodles are cooking, saute your ground beef, sausage, or ground turkey, whichever you prefer, in a saucepan, stirring until brown. When it's done, drain well and add your marinara sauce and simmer for a few minutes. If you want this to be meatless, then just simmer your sauce, stirring until it's hot, and then put it aside. Next, combine a mixture of your ricotta cheese, 2 eggs, a tablespoon of grated cheese, a tablespoon of basil seasoning, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Stir the mixture together in a bowl. Another way to make this lasagna your own is by substituting the ricotta cheese with something else, like cottage cheese, if that's something that you like, using Alfredo sauce and skipping the red marinara sauce altogether, or even cream cheese in place of the ricotta. If you choose cream cheese, make sure that you buy the whip style versus the solid brick. The whip style will mix much easier. Now fill another bowl with your shredded mozzarella cheese, or to be different, try shredded cheddar. This is your lasagna and you have many options to make it the way you want. If you're boiling your lasagna noodles, they should be ready by now. Drain them and pour the noodles into a large bowl. While they're still wet, drizzle a little olive oil on them and work through the noodles with your hands. This will keep the noodles from drying out and sticking together while you're assembling your lasagna. Now you have all your layers ready to go. I always begin by covering the bottom surface of my pan with olive oil or flour to keep everything from sticking to the pan, which will make for easier cleanup later on. Now it's time to do our layers. Add a layer of noodles. You should be able to fit 3 lasagna noodles into your pan side by side. Top your noodles with some of your cheese mixture. If you prefer using fresh herbs instead of mixing the basil seasoning with your cheese mix, you could put a layer of fresh basil leaves on top of your cheese layer, which will bring out the basil flavor even more. Add a layer of marinara sauce and then sprinkle a light layer of your shredded cheese on top. Repeat, starting again with a layer of noodles, your cheese mix, basil leaves if that's what you're using, your sauce, and sprinkle some of your shredded cheese until you reach your desired number of layers. Make sure you have enough noodles for your top layer. Add only your marinara sauce this time. Then cover your pan with foil and bake for an hour at 355 degrees. About 15 minutes before it's done, remove the foil and sprinkle a layer of your shredded cheese on top and bake uncovered for another 15 minutes. Once it's brown and bubbly, your lasagna is done. Some people don't like to make lasagna because one pan of it is a lot, and one piece is usually plenty for most people during a meal because of the many layers, especially if you live alone or you're a couple. However, I found a way to portion out the perfect size if you don't want to make a huge pan of lasagna. by using individual bread loaf pans with only one row of lasagna noodles instead of 3 side by side. You still make the layers in the same manner, but only with 1/3 of the ingredients that you needed for a full pan. Then you have the ideal amount for a smaller dinner. Now, if you don't have a bread loaf pan at home, you can pick up an inexpensive disposable aluminum pan at the supermarket, which will save on the cleanup too. Of course, I like to buy the package of 3 pans and use the full amount of ingredients to make 3 individual smaller lasagnas, one for us and 2 others to freeze for another time. Or better yet, give the other 2 pans to friends or neighbors, which will make a yummy gift. We want to hear from you. In the comment section below, tell us about a unique ingredient that you like to put into your lasagna. Thank you for watching. If you click on more in the description section below, right above the comments, you'll find links and information about our channel and today's show. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you're enjoying our show. And I hope that you'll visit again to take a look through our rose-colored glasses. Until next time.